Sixth marker on the carbon cycle is really common in paper 2 GCSE Biology, but there are so many common misconceptions students have about this topic, and the topic is a fundamental principle. It comes up a lot. The 4 stages involving living organisms are photosynthesis, respiration, feeding, and decay. First mistake, don't say plants take in carbon dioxide by photosynthesis. They actually take it in via diffusion, and that goes through the little holes called stomata, and then they use it for photosynthesis. You don't need to mention oxygen here because it's not got carbon in. The key point about it in relation to carbon is that it makes glucose. Remember, C6H12O6. So this contains carbon, and then it's also used to make all the other carbon compounds in the plant. Remember the acronym SCARF. Starch, cellulose, amino acids, which make proteins, is also used in respiration, and it makes fats and oils. So these carbon compounds then get transferred to other organisms via feeding. So animals, for example, will break down these compounds and use them to make new carbon compounds for themselves. New carbohydrates, for example, like glycogen. But one of the key reasons they need these is for respiration, to release energy. This breaks these carbon compounds down, but don't make the mistake of saying it's breathing. This is something that happens inside of your cells. But then carbon dioxide is released as a waste product. So it's basically the opposite of photosynthesis. Finally, students tend to really struggle talking about decay. I see a lot of students saying things like carbon dioxide is released from the plants as they decay. But that suggests they retain CO2 like some sort of balloon, and then it just gets released. But they actually just have carbon inside them in the form of their carbon compounds like glucose. So the dead organisms and waste get decomposed by microorganisms, and these actually use their carbon compounds in respiration, and this is what releases CO2. Don't forget, this topic often comes up indirectly, and so you might not even realize you're being tested on the carbon cycle on a particular aspect of it, like the decay.